I've decided to spend my daughter's education fund on drinking. Somehow, I ended up with a daughter who's brilliant beyond belief. I used to joke all the time that we should do a DNA test because she was clearly too smart to be mine. Maybe that's why her mom walked out when she was 13. 2 years later, her mom remarried. Not long after, I did too. Everything stayed fine as long as I kept my focus on my daughter. I opened a government-backed savings plan for her college, but I told her from the start she didn't have to use it if she chose a different path. Once, she asked me what I'd do with the money if she didn't use it. I laughed and told her I'd travel across Europe and drink it all away. I had this dream of visiting monasteries where monks brew their own beer just to keep their communities alive. Earlier this year, she got accepted into a top Canadian university. But only a few weeks later, a drunk driver made sure she'd never get there. I didn't even think about the savings account again until after the funeral, when my ex came to me. She already knew about the fund and asked me to give it to her new husband's son instead. I thought about it for a second and told her no. I said there are a few bottles of monastery beer in Europe waiting for me, and I promised our daughter I'd drink them all in her name. She tore into me, called me selfish, and told me that my daughter would have wanted her stepbrother to get that money. I know my daughter wouldn't have cared either way, and I already had a promise to keep, so I ignored her and booked that trip to Europe. Turns out, monk beer is fantastic. I just wish my daughter could have enjoyed it with me.